guys, welcome back to the training vlog. I know it's been a little while since I've posted a video, but quick update in case you didn't watch my last one. I fractured my ankle at the end of that very good training day I had. Not training, a climbing day I had. I climbed my first V11 and I did two V10s afterwards. And when I was trying a V4 with a couple of guys, I fell from the top and fractured my ankle. No, I got to the top and I looked down and I said, it's not that far. And I've already done this one before, so I don't need to do the mantle. So I just dropped and then dropped on my ankle wrong. It was pretty gnarly, and I knew right away that I did something bad, but fortunately I don't need surgery. It wasn't that bad of a fracture, and it was very stable. I'm just gonna boot for a little while. I even got permission from my doctor to start walking on it and add weight. We're doing pretty good. For the time being though, I'm only gonna be able to do some hangboarding and some campusing, and that will be about it. Honestly, I'm not too upset about that. I would obviously prefer to climb, but I'm also really excited to start pushing hangboard PRs and pulling more and more weight on a one-arm hang. So that'll be pretty exciting for me, especially considering I'm just getting over my finger injury. Fingers starting to feel pretty good, and I can hang on it pretty confidently now. But anyways, that's it. That's a quick little update. Yeah, because these videos will probably be pretty short, I'm thinking I'll only do one or two a week, just combining different sessions, maybe two or three sessions in a single video. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah, that should be about it. I think we're ready to just start getting into it. Yeah, let's film the first set. All right, everybody. Yeah, first up today we have some 10-second hangs. We're going to be using the Beastmaker middle edge, which kind of sucks. I think normally, before the injury, I should say, I would probably opt for the outside edge of the Beastmaker 1000, but still recovering from the injury and getting back into shape. So we're using a slightly larger edge for right now. I'm not a fan of it, mostly because just the size of the edge really rubs against my pinkies. So we're really hoping today that I don't get a gnarly flapper on it. That would suck. But here we are, forced to just spend all my time on the hangboard for right now. Very nice. One thing I think I'm going to focus on in this training block is maintaining half crimp on the edges that I'm going to be pulling on. I think I used to be pretty lax about that, and that wouldn't quite activate my fingers enough. So, going to be the main focus of this block. The left hand, I feel like I can hang all day on it. That's the uninjured hand, if you're not aware. Yeah, it felt pretty chill. Honestly, it felt kind of chill on both hands. Definitely a bit harder on my injured hand though. But yes, we are trying to get back in shape. Trying to get my fingers strong again. Next session, when I do 5-second hangs, it will for sure be on this edge because I can absolutely hang for 5 seconds on it. The goal of that, progressing in that area, is just trying to add weight. Right now, body weight is pretty heavy. I think one time I did plus 5 pounds on it, but yeah, it's pretty hard. We're gonna aim for doing plus 5 pounds for all 6 sets that I have to do. Yeah, plus 10 pounds even, because that was a good day for me before I got injured. So I would love to be able to do that again. I think a lot of this we just have to I don't know, retrain those muscles a bit. Definitely lost a little bit of strength. Yeah, but I'm not mad. I'm honestly just happy that I can hang. Yeah. All right, let's rest. Last 3 seconds were hard. Uh-oh, a Nike's dying. Sorry if it dies mid-set. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, up next we have 2 sets of 30-second hangs in 3-finger drag, added load. It's supposed to be like a 5 out of 10 intensity, mostly just for like endurance, because if I just do strength training for the next like 4 weeks or so, obviously my endurance is gonna lack. So that's what this is for. And we're doing it in 3-finger drag just to make it quite a bit harder. Yeah, that's about it. It's hard. Wow, that was hard. I always underestimate the 30-second hangs. They're much harder than I anticipate. But that pretty much achieved the 5 out of 10 intensity or whatever. Maybe slightly more because I don't know, that just feels kind of hard for me. But anyways, that's all the hangboarding we have for today. I have some one-arm training that I can show you guys. I think it'd be kind of cool. Uh, Might as well, right? uh, yeah, I guess let's just hop into it. All right. Next up, we have some one-arm pull-up training. I like to first, before I start off, just do a couple one arms, see where I'm at, see how many I can do in a row. On a good day, I can do 2 in a row. The goal right now is to just do more. Get to the point where I can start adding weight to my one-arm pull-ups. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I'm gonna do a few sets of one-arm pull-ups, and then we're gonna do the one-arm pull-up specific training, like negatives and 90, or like lock-offs kind of thing with added weight. But yeah, let's just see. Not too bad. I move this right here. Um, because I realized I was speaking into it and I probably couldn't hear me that well. But what I was saying is, first set was pretty good. I did like 2.25 on this arm and like 2.5 on this one. Right arm is definitely a tiny bit weaker than the left arm, even in just like upper body strength, because the finger was injured for so long, and it just like made it difficult to train the right side of my upper body. But regardless, it was a pretty good set. I'm pretty happy with it. I'd love to be able to do like a static one arm one day. That'd be kind of cool. But for right now, we're sticking to like a pretty dynamic style. That was really good. Yeah, I kind of like caught halfway and I had to like really pull through. Really good set though. A little dynamic on that last bit. Not bad though. Whew. I really want to get good at one arm pull ups. I think that's gonna make me much better at campusing and stuff, which is sick. Yeah, that's it. Let's rest. All right. Yeah, let's do the next set. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, that was hard, but it was pretty good. First rep felt good. I keep doing that where I like hold 90 and then I just like really pull through to the end. Sick. Let's do one more set and then do our lock offs and negatives. All right, last set of one arm pull ups. There we go. I'm starting to feel some fatigue. All right. Sweet. Let's do the negatives and one arm block offs. All right. We've grabbed a 20-pound dumbbell and we're going to try to just control the eccentric contraction on a one arm pull up, aka just doing the negatives. So I'm going to jump to the top and then control the way down. That's one. First one felt a lot easier. I think we have to go down to 10 pounds for the next set. Try this. Yeah. So the first rep feels okay. It feels hard, but okay. The second rep feels almost impossible. So I think we have to go down to 10 pounds. Whew. Goodness gracious, that was a good set though. Hard. All right, 10 pounds for this last set. Like that also what I'll be using for my lock offs, because that's also really, really hard. One, two. Okay. It's feeling really hard. Maybe I gassed myself with the one arm pull ups. I think I gassed myself a little bit. I was pretty good though. I still was like in control of it the whole time. Just maybe I should have done it a tiny bit slower in the future though. Start off with 10 pounds. All right, everyone. We are going to attempt to hold 90 degrees in a lock off for 5 seconds on each arm. Yeah. We have to do this for 3 total sets. Good Lord, that was hard. Weighted lockoffs are crazy. That's hard. That's super hard on the shoulders. Good Lord, like my rear delts are on fire. Good workout though. I'm really liking it. That's hard. That was a good set. I don't think I was quite at 90 though. I need to get a little bit. I need to jump like a little bit higher into it. I think that's still pretty good though. Very nice. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the training vlog. Today is day 175, so it's gonna be the same video as 174. Yeah, we're doing some more hangboarding with a broken ankle. Should be pretty fun. We're gonna do 5-second hangs on this guy. Hopefully, at least body weight on the right hand and maybe some added weight on the left hand. That would be pretty sick. That's pretty much it. So let's get right into it. Spinning out a little bit. Sick. Very nice. Pretty good form in the fingers through both sets. Much better form in the shoulders on the left arm than the right arm, but kind of a warm-up set, so hopefully it'll get better. It's sick. Let's try to maintain better shoulder form this set. But yeah, no, pretty happy with the last one. Oh, that's so annoying. I accidentally made myself touch this. I'm trying not to do that next set. Not too bad. Felt good. Pretty much it. Just got 2 more sets of this, then 3-finger drag. £10 for the next set, maybe. Whew. It's pretty good form too. All right, I did plus 10 pounds on the left hand. I might try plus 5 pounds. I'm a little scared too because I'm still, recovering from that ruptured pulley, but maybe I will. Plus 10 pounds felt hard, but, pretty doable though. That's sick. Oh, let's go. I was plus 5 pounds. It felt pretty good. I felt like I was maintaining crimp, like form, pretty well. Half crimp. Yeah. Yes. Plus 10 pounds felt great that time. That's progress, guys. That's pretty good progress. Maybe I should have been trying plus 5 the whole time, but heck yeah, I'm feeling good. Yeah, we have 3-finger drag hangs next. Next session for sure, we'll be doing plus 5 pounds on the right hand. Yeah, let's just grab some weights and do the 3-finger drag. All right, guys. Next up, we have some 3-finger drag hangs. Gonna be 2 arm for 30 seconds without stopping. These are kind of intense, so I have to do a lighter weight. I'm only doing like 30 pounds added on, and it's also only supposed to achieve like a 5 out of 10 sort of intensity. Yeah, no, we've got our like maximum strength hangs out of the way, so now we just do like a little bit of like endurance, and I guess this is aerobic capacity. little bit of like whatever. I'm kind of just babbling now. Yeah, yeah. The 5 second hangs felt great though. My fingers are feeling pretty good. The first few sets, I was really like focusing on maintaining half crimp, which is why I didn't go up in weight on either of them. But once I felt like comfortable with the form and it felt like strong, I decided to add some weight. And I'm pretty happy that I got to do plus 5 pounds on my right hand. The shoulder engagement is still like not quite there, which means I probably actually I think on the 5 pounds my shoulder engagement was a little bit better, surprisingly. I don't know. It felt like the first three sets were like warm up sets, and then the last set felt like the most like working set kind of thing. So next session, I believe I should be able to do plus 5 pounds for both sets after a more thorough warm up, I guess. Yeah. But plus 10 pounds also felt pretty good. I felt like I could pull really hard in my left hand, which is sick. And I'm also a bit heavier than I was before I got injured. So plus the boot, a lot of stuff to make me feel better about my hangs. Uh, yeah, no, I'm pretty psyched about that. Finger strength gains are coming back. So yeah, I guess that's it. Let's just get back to hanging. Oh, that's really hard, guys. Man, oh, just hanging for 30 seconds. Not that fun. Oh, God, why does that feel so hard? It's only 30 pounds. My goodness. Oh, I think it's just like like hanging on like the passive tendons. Just like, woo. You know what I'm saying? Probably not. I'm not making any sense. Man. But anyways, that's all the hangboarding we have for today. Let me check the schedule, see if I have any more working out. Otherwise, I think we're done. All right, guys, we have some core strength coming up next. We're gonna do some lever raises with my knees bent at like 90 degrees. I have a really bad core. I don't know if you guys know that, and I can't actually do a front lever. So we're doing this little bit of training to one, build my core strength, and two, maybe one day I can do a front lever. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, let's just do it. Also, only supposed to do 4 reps, and then a 2 minute rest, and then 3 sets. That feels low to me, but I don't know. That's what my coach told me to do. I think I'm gonna go to failure because 4 reps didn't really feel that hard. Not bad. What's up, guys? Welcome to the end of the video. Anyways, well, what's up, everybody? That was it for this video. All the training I had planned. Yeah, sucks I broke my ankle. Womp womp. That's all I have to say. I can still train fingers. That's all that matters. Yeah, I'd much rather fracture an ankle than rupture another pulley. That sucked. I couldn't climb for 4 months. Couldn't climb hard for 4 months. Anyways, um, honestly, I think that I don't know if this is just me, but obviously I'm really disappointed that I fractured my ankle. But yeah, I think that I would I would be much more disappointed if I didn't get to go out and climb that V11 and a couple of the V10s before I did this. I think that I would be probably like, I don't know, 50% more devastated about doing it. Yeah. Obviously, it wouldn't have happened if I didn't go climbing and didn't have that sick day that I had. I almost said a word that was not YouTube appropriate. They're gonna freaking strike me down just for thinking it. But yeah. Uh, obviously, like it wouldn't have happened if I didn't go climbing. But yeah, I'm just glad that I got to go out at all. It sucks that I can't go out again this season and do more climbing. But what am I gonna do? I broke my ankle. At least I can train fingers and I can get stronger fingers. That's all that really matters. Yeah. It'll be cool to like focus on crimp position and engaging my fingers on the hangboard. I think that I used to be kind of like slacking about that. Lax is the word I was thinking of. I used to be kind of lax on that, and I would never. I would just kind of like try to stay on the hangboard. I'd basically like ego lift, and I wouldn't be using proper form, but I would just be like, oh look, I can pull hard. I can pull lots of loads. I didn't mean it to sound like that. I can pull a heavy. I'm just gonna stop using that word. I can pull a lot of weight. um, yeah, and just like any means necessary. So I do it in like a 4-finger drag, but I think that maintaining like a half crimp is much better. I think it's gonna be much more transferable to actual climbing. But pulling heavy weight is really fun. Yeah. I mean, like in the future, next few sessions and whatnot, it'll be I won't mind if I have to just do body weight to focus on form, because I'm honestly just glad that I can hang again. Man, this has been like a rough 6 months or so. I've done no training, none at all, and I still like off the couch did a V11, so that's pretty sick. The previous year of training that I have done for Lattice Training has definitely worked for sure. Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah, that's it for this video. Sorry. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.